guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Dutchy. Oh yes, the beanie's back. Who missed the bean? I know I did. Today I thought I would sit down and take you guys through the intricacies of how to have safe queer sex. It is extremely important to know about this and know how to protect yourself while having sex as a queer person. Because even when we do receive some sort of sex education in high school, if we do, it's heterosexual. So because we don't learn about queer sex education in school, a lot of people don't think it exists or is necessary. And that's simply not true. Furthermore, those of us who are lucky enough, if you can even call it that, to receive some sort of sexual education in high school, it usually goes a little something like this. The teacher standing up the front of the class, banana in one hand, male condom in the other, and then showing us how to slide that condom onto the banana. Like, yep, thanks, that's cool and all, but where's the vulva to vulva protective sex chat? Where's the gay sex chat? Like, where's all of that? Oh, it doesn't exist in the curriculum. Yeah, okay. Helpful. And unfortunately, the complete absence of any queer sexual education throughout schooling, anywhere, is what feeds into the notion and why many people believe that if you are not having sex with someone with a penis, you don't need protection, or that you don't need to, or there aren't any precautions that you need to take. And no, this is not the case. I am here to tell you this is simply not true. The thought or idea that queer women or lesbians cannot transmit sexually transmitted infections or sexually transmitted diseases is a myth. So this is why I'm here today, educating not only myself, because I still have a lot to learn in that department, but also educating you guys on how to have safe, queer sex for men, women, non-binary individuals, whomever. You're welcome. I also just want to quickly preface this video by saying the only way to have 100% safe sex, safe from STIs, STDs, pregnancy, all of that, is abstinence. Okay, there is no birth control or sexual protection method that is 100%, and I want to make that clear to you guys because I don't want to be giving you all this information and thinking, oh well, Dutchy said if I use this I'm 100% protected, because that's not the case. Abstinence is the only way to be 100% protected from any of those things. The things that I'm introducing you guys to today are ways to lower your risk of all those sorts of things, but it certainly doesn't cancel it out completely. So I'm just covering my ass here by saying that. So before I actually provide you guys with the protection methods, I just wanted to mention two things. If you are sexually active, it is great practice to get yourself tested regularly for STI, STD checks. Get them done regularly. Visit your doctor regularly, especially if you are having sex with multiple different sexual partners. That's just a given. You should be doing that. Secondly, whenever you participate in any form of sexual intercourse or anything in the bedroom, make sure you wash your hands before, during, after, depending on the sexual acts you're performing. It's just good practice, good hygiene. It's nice. So, in a heterosexual couple, it is common practice for a male to use a condom to avoid one of two things or lower the risk of one or two things. One being pregnancy and two being spreading STIs or STDs. Now, what are STIs and STDs? Sexually transmitted infections or sexually transmitted diseases. These are some common STIs and STDs that can and are spread through sexual intercourse. STIs can be spread through secretions such as your saliva or vaginal juices. So as mentioned previously, my best and first piece of advice is get tested. Okay, it is a good practice to do this for yourself, for your sexual partner, whoever you're having sex with. You want to make sure you're clean and you're not passing anything unwanted on to anyone else. This is a hard one to bring up, and I get a lot of questions like, how do you ask someone if they've been checked? And it can be a really hard question to approach, and it shouldn't be. Like, it is so important to know what's been going on with the person that you're about to get intimate with. So instead of asking, because that can be quite daunting and intimidating, you can always start by like mentioning the last time you were checked, and often that prompts the other individual to be like, oh, I haven't, I should, maybe I should do that first, or hopefully they have been checked recently. I can be like, yeah, me too, I'm clean. And I know at the end of the day you have to take their word for it, but it's a conversation that should be had. Next, I'd like to talk about dental dams. So this is for vulva to vulva sex, oral sex, all those good things with the vulvas. So they're basically like a latex condom, but they come in the form of like a latex sort of like sheet that you can cover the vulva with. You can do oral with it by creating a barrier between your mouth, your tongue, your saliva, all of that, and the other individual's vulva. Dental dams are used to reduce the risk of catching or spreading an STD, STI. And I didn't actually know this, but you can actually make one yourself. You can do a DIY dental dam out of a condom. So if you grab a condom and then sort of like cut it in half, and then you can stretch it out to do the same. Or a latex glove, you can also cut that in half and do that, obviously making sure all of these are sterile and clean. I think you can also get dental dams online, and you can get them from a gynecologist. I'm not sure if you can buy them from like a supermarket or pharmacy. I haven't actually checked, but those are some places you can get them, and that is what a dental dam does. Then we have condoms. So we just have the original male condom, and we also have female condoms, which I'm going to be talking about shortly. For any anal sex that you're having, it is honestly of vital importance to be using a condom. Put a condom on that dick before you do anal. Are you all listening? Are you all hearing me? Anal tissue is very sensitive, so it is of utmost importance to wear a condom when you are doing this, as micro tears can happen quite easily. Micro tears are usually just created through friction, i.e. penetration, and because that area is not self-lubricating, that can make it more frictiony as well, even if you are using lube. So at the end of the day, micro tears are then easy entry points for infection, and that is not what we want at all. So you want to be using a condom, and you want to be using lots of lube, because she is not self-lubricating. And I also hear the more lube you use, the better, obviously, as I said, because it is not self-lubricating, and you want to make that experience as pleasurable as possible. For anyone in the bedroom who is using toys, it is also great practice to chuck a condom on a toy, because if you have a toy inside you and like they're doing something to you, you're doing something to them, whatever, and then you take it out, you can't immediately then pop it into the other partner. Say you're using it on your partner and you've done that for a while, and then they in turn want to use it on you. It is so much easier for them to just whip off that condom, pop a new one on, and then get going, rather than going, oh, okay, now I'm gonna have to go and wash this toy properly and then come back. That's a complete mood killer. So it is good practice to use condoms on your sex toys for anal, vaginal penetration, whatever it is, it's good practice. Now, I wasn't aware of this until about a year or two ago, but there is actually such thing as the female condom. Also something I didn't learn in high school, hello. So yes, there is a female condom that is worn inside the vagina. They're not that popular, but they are available, as they are very strong and not supposed to rip. This is not only great for those who just want to use a female condom, but it is also great for my femme lesbians, my pillow princesses, just any dang female that likes to keep their nails long. Honey, this is it, as they are very strong and made that way so that they don't rip. Having longer nails, you can still finger that vulva owner with long nails, because it's less likely to scratch them and it won't rip through the condom. Hi, amazing. Keep on getting those manicures. Love that for you. There's no more excuses. So yeah, you could actually use that instead of putting a condom on a toy if you wanted like quicker insertion or whatever in between, instead of having to then change the condom, which I mean doesn't take long. It's definitely quicker than going and washing the toy. But again, if you wanted an even quicker experience and you know you were going to use toys on both of you, then you could both insert a female condom, and as soon as and then you could like use toys with each other at the same time. I mean, you could do that anyway, or if you're using the one toy, then there's no need to clean it because you've got that protection there inside of you. It's good for fingering, it's good for toys, it's just good for being cleanly. It's awesome. And the last safe sex protection mechanism that I wanted to discuss with you guys is just plain old latex glove. Lube that up for fingering, anal fingering, whatever you are doing. Obviously don't go in one hole and then into the other, or either way, because that is not helpful. But again, if you have long nails or something like that, you don't want to rip or scratch, or you just want to be super duper cleanly, you can use latex gloves. You can also use a good old fashioned condom for oral as well. So you don't have to use a dental dam for oral. You can just like get a condom, and obviously your tongue's probably not as long as a condom, but you can like roll it up, put your tongue in it, and then like use that for protection as well. So yeah, there's definitely ways around it. You don't have to go and buy a dental dam. There are so many different ways that you can do that. And make use of other items that would do the same thing. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for you guys today. I hope that covered things more in depth rather than just me answering on my Instagram like dental dams and you guys not knowing what the heck that is or where to get them. Or other methods of safe sex for queer individuals. So I really hope this video provided some insight into that. Give this video a huge thumbs up, share it with anyone that you think would find it informative, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!